Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a small village. Her grandmother, who lived on the other side of the village, had made her a Red Riding Hood. She loved it so much that she wore it everywhere she went.
La 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 la.
The people in the village got so used to seeing her in it that they took to calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother called her over and asked her to bring a basket to her grandmother as she was very ill. But her mother reminded her not to talk to strangers along the way. So Little Red Riding Hood walked off the direction of her grandmother's house with the basket in her hand. She continued to follow the path until it led into the forest. As she passed through the forest, a wolf appeared from behind the bushes.
What are you doing out here, Izzat?
The wolf asked in a voice as friendly as the monster.
I got to visit my grandmother. What do you have in that basket? Red and white.
She replied,
Where does your grandma live?
asked the wolf, and the Little Red Riding Hood explained exactly where grandmother lived. The wolf's mouth watered as he knew a plan.
First I will eat grandma up, then I will eat Little Red Riding Hood.
He thought. The wolf followed Little Red Riding Hood down the path. And soon began to talk to her again.
Wolf said,
Do you see those pretty yellow flowers?
Distracted by the pretty flowers, Little Red Riding Hood forgot all about her mother's warning and stepped off the path to take a closer look. While Little Red Riding Hood was busy picking flowers, the wolf went straight to her grandmother's house. He knocked on the door and heard a voice inside. Grandma said,
Who is it? It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I've brought you bread and wine.
The wolf said, disguising itself.
Then come in.
Said Grandma. Grandma opened the door. The wolf sprang into the house. And Grandma screamed. With an evil laugh, the wolf pounced on her and swallowed her whole. Disguising himself in Grandma's nightcap, glasses, the wolf lay down in her bed and pulled up the cover. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house, she noticed that the door was open. She entered the house and instantly felt that something had changed in her grandma's appearance. Her grandma looked strange. Little Red Riding Hood said,
Oh my grandmother, what did I do?
exclaimed Red Riding Hood.
All the better to see you.
The wolf replied in a faint voice, Oh!
What did
she continued.
All the better to hear you with.
So
Oh,
said,
Grandma, what did you have?
exclaimed Little Red Riding Hood.
All the better to eat.
The wolf roared and pounced on her and swallowed her whole, just like her grandmother.
Now, after such a big meal, all I need is a nap.
Said the wolf. The wolf ate so much his stomach was full, and the wolf drifted off to sleep, snoring loudly. Drifted off to sleep, snoring loudly. At that very moment, a hunter was passing by Grandma's house. He was surprised to hear the loud snoring and began to suspect that something odd was going on.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Grandma at all. It sounds like a great beast.
Said the hunter. The hunter peeked into the window and saw the wolf. The hunter said,
Aha, that monster must have eaten poor Grandma.
sneaking quietly into the house, the hunter aimed his rifle at the sleeping wolf. But just as he was about to shoot, the wolf's blushing belly began to wiggle.
Oink.
Boing, 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 boing. The hunter said,
Oh my, that it looks like Grandma is still trapped inside the wolf's stomach.
the hunter brought a pair of scissors. And cut open the wolf's stomach. Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood jumped out alive and unharmed.
Yay!
Little Red Riding Hood said,
Thank you for saving us.
Hunter?
the hunter said,
I'm so glad.
I am so glad that you are both alright, but what should we do about the wolf?
Little Red Riding Hood said,
We just teach a wolf a lesson
And stop.
and stuff
He stopped.
in his stomach.
that she gathered aside and loaded them into that wolf's stomach. When she was done, Grandma stitched the wolf back up.
Stitch. Stitch.
After Mr. Right, and the wolf said after
Alright,
his nap,
Izzat, it's okay?
after his good nap, the wolf woke up and said and moaned,
Ah, my stomach, why is it hurting so much?
The rocks in the wolf's stomach were so heavy he couldn't get off the bed. He tossed and turned until he tripled off the edge and fell to the floor. Dead.
Oh, yay!
Everyone cheered! That day, Little Red Riding Hood learned an important lesson too. She promised she would always listen to her mother and never talk to strangers again.